Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. It's Don, and figured I'd follow my friend Omer Glitch's advice. Try to kick up some more videos, at least 2 or 3 times a week. And what better way to do it than to show you, well, just kind of hang out with you guys while I'm working on the comic, ZLUNAR. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. This is a page I'm working on for ZLUNAR. It's a spacing, and I don't normally do my pages like this. I usually work in order, page order, but for some reason on this project, I've been doing a lot of experimentation, not just with the actual process, but with, well, yeah, I guess the whole process, the way I've been doing everything from the storytelling to my ink to the way I draw things to how I even approach it. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. This is the making of ZLUNAR live stream with your buddy Don here. Feel free to pop into the chat, say hello, leave a comment, ask questions about my process if you don't know what I'm doing, if you're curious. The comic will be available for pre-order next spring, 2026. Not exactly sure of the date. It will be a double launch with my Omega Mission comic. There'll be two 32-page comics. 32 pages of story with some supplemental art. So they're going to be beefy, maybe 40, 45 pages. I don't know. Don't quite know all the logistics of it. Still working on it. So you have to forgive me. I'm used to streaming with a bunch of other dudes. As you may know, if you're a fan or a subscriber to my channel, I do a weekly draw stream every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, called The Studio. And I hang out with a bunch of cool cats. James D. Lee, Marcus Kelligro, Armor Glitch, Duck Bacon, Tank Ferret, John Epple, and we have our moderator, Hal Deer. And, usually I'm on the stream with somebody. There's a rapper there, there's a banter. So I don't really like to stream by myself because I feel like I'm talking to myself, which is stupid because I talk to myself all the time. But I don't know. I know when you do these streams, you have to be somewhat entertaining, not boring. You can't just draw. And the thing about me is I almost always, when I'm drawing or working on any project, I'm almost always listening to some kind of music, and not being able to do that because of the YouTube, what do you call them, DRM restrictions and all that, copyright, whatnot. It really F's me up. But, I've been told that if I'm going to build my channel up, if I'm going to get any kind of momentum going with this thing, I got to step it up, yo. I got to post a little more, a lot more, actually. Just kind of relying on a weekly draw stream to pull in halfway decent numbers is kind of dumb. So that's what I'm doing. I'm giving it a shot. Hope you guys are doing well out there today. It's a nice 62 degrees here in Southern Virginia, where I'm at, a little town called Keysville. I'm not really doxing myself. You guys can find me in the phone book, Don Edwards. Not too hard to do. And if you can find me in the back of the woods and you want to come hang out, feel free, man. If you can get past all the wild animals, it's all good. So right now I'm feeling a lot better. I've been dealing with a cold these last couple days. I think cold's got everybody down this time of year. Change of the season. all kind of stuff. Oh, look, they reminded me that tomorrow's election day on my phone. I'll have to go and vote for the least stupidest candidate in my state that's running for governor. I'm not the biggest fan of either candidate. One is I can't stand Trump every 5 minutes, and the other one is so far up Trump's ass that she can't even tell you what her actual policies are. I mean, I support the president, of course, but Jesus, have a thought, have your own original thought. Okay, so maybe not that red of the star. I may have to, it's a little too red. Kind of detracts from the scene. Because the focus is this guy right here. This is the meteorite that's coming. Here's my word balloons, which I'm hiding because don't need them right now. Punch up the whiteness on this here. So yeah, I went to bed last night after taking some NyQuil, and I did something I don't normally do, and that is I freaking slept all night. Like, I just crashed. It's crazy. Since I've been drawing more, working on these pages, trying to be a little bit more active because I was doing good with my weight loss. And then when you know it, I stepped on the scale the other day and my fat ass has put on some more weight. How awesome was that? I didn't feel too good about any of that shit. So I got to step it up. I got to get back to doing what I was doing. Being a good little boy. Damn, that's a little too harsh. Because my breast density is back up to 100. Oh, if you're curious what program I'm using to do all this, I draw pretty exclusively with Clip Studio Paint. I've been using it for, oh wow, a good many years. Huge fan of the software. Never had a problem with it. They got a nice little feature where they'll automatically record your time lapses, and then you can take whatever kind of editing software you might use, which I was using CapCut for a long time, but they upped the price of their subscription to $19.99 a month. And I can't speak for everybody else out there, but my monthly budget has come under attack, and I have to pick and choose what I can be a fan of these days. There's pay your mortgage, get groceries, or have fun stuff like CapCut that you don't really use all the time. So I'm like, well, I guess CapCut's got to go. I downloaded DaVinci Resolve. It's supposed to be completely free. Unless you're some kind of uber friggin' Hollywood producer and need the $300 version, which I don't need. I figured I've been watching a couple of YouTube tutorials. I figured I'd try it out next time I got to edit something, which is coming up pretty soon because I usually like to throw together a few things for the studio the day before, like the scrolling credit scene or the comic book trailers of some of the artists we feature or are friendly with. And yeah, if any of you guys out there watching, and you got a comic book project, campaign, or you just want to hang out with us on the show, feel free to drop me a DM. I can always be found on X at Don Draw Stuff. I'm on Instagram at the same thing. I don't really go to Facebook that often anymore. But if you're curious and you want to see where I'm at on that, guess what? It's at Don Draw Stuff. That's DONDRAWSSTUFF. Only $5.99 for the first minute and 99 cents for each additional minute. Mama Donna's not feeling too good today. She's been dealing with a cold. So my setup is like in the living room, and her bedroom is not that far off, and I'm trying to living in a double wide trailer. It's not the most spacious place, so everything's kind of tiny. Everything's kind of next to each other. I'm trying to be kind of sort of quiet, and at the same time, I'm got to talk into the mic. I got to be present. All that good shit. Again, this is so weird. It feels like I'm talking to myself. This is the planet Pluto, and I'm gonna. I know there's a little bit of like pinkish brown in here. Yes, I hand draw all the planets if I have to have a planet. I try not to bullshit too much with the 3D stuff or the goddamn AI and all that bullshit. It's not my scene, man. I will use references. I don't have a problem with any of that. Right now, I'm trying to do it all from memory, which is probably a mistake. But yeah, that's not the right color. It's more of a like a reddish brown. Yeah, that was pretty exciting a couple years ago when the new what was it, New Horizons probe went by there and took all those fantastic pictures. Nobody had ever seen Pluto before. Pretty damn wild. Damn it, that's still too dark, dude. All right, let's try. Get rid of all that. It's all bullshit. Get rid of it. Alright, you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm bucking up. I need to do my due diligence and I need to get a picture of Pluto. I should have just got it already. Alright, Pluto. Not Pluto TV. Images. Oh, Google, why'd you do that? I type in Pluto and it automatically gives me Pluto TV. Okay, so that's a pretty good picture here. We're going to save that in the downloads. Okay. And then Clip Studio also has a nifty little feature called Subview. So you can usually turn that on by going up to Window. Go right here where it says Subview. Okay. Now this is from where I was working on Blood Force the other day when we had Mitch Brewer on stream. So I'm going to kill that. Open this up. Go over to the Downloads folder. Go to Pluto. Now watch this. Click Open. Boom, you got your reference. And you just kind of pop it up in there. And look, see how off I was? See how off I was? Yeah, that's why you got to do these things, man. So, probably work on the white section over here. It's like a dirty snowball looking kind of thing. So, let me see. That's like a brownish gray. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, and now I can't get to any of my tools, damn it. I really need it that big, so let me, and then back there like that. Oh, you know what I can do? Can I do that? I think I can do that. Yeah, I can do color selection from here. I think. Boom. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. So now we got color selection. All this in here can be like that. Oh, yeah, girl. Just kind of throwing some bass on this. And the sad part is this is not even the most important part of the book. Most people are just going to skim right through it. there'll probably be a few people out there who be like, wow, he really put thought into this. He did his research, man. Look how beautiful that planet is. Yeah. So it's not like a lot of the word balloons covered up. And I don't want to get into what this story's about right now. There'll be more details as time goes on. Right now, I'm just doing this, doing the coloring. If you hear any noise behind me, I'm making ice. I have an ice machine. I've had it for a while. But I still like to go out every now and then and buy ice at the grocery store because it's like the bigger, chunkier stuff with the hole in the middle. I don't know. Mama Donna likes it better. So I pretty much get it for her. But these sons of bitches, man, they increased the price of ice, man. The price of ice. They increased the price of ice to like $2.99 a freaking bag. And I didn't notice this before, guys. Um, you don't get a 10-pound bag of ice no more. It's 7 pounds. And it's like, shit, when did that happen? It's like a couple of years back. I was doing some shopping. Needed some sugar. We were out. So I'm all up in the Walmart, having a good old time. Looking at all the weirdos that shop there. Go down to the sugar aisle. And I picked up the bag of sugar. I think the brand we normally get it's not Domino. It's like Dixie Crystals or something like that. And it felt a little lighter. I'm like, this doesn't quite feel right. What the hell? Turns out you don't get 5 pounds of sugar no more. You get 4. 4. For years upon years upon years, it was always 5. So that got me thinking, are they doing this to everything? Yeah, pretty much. They're doing it to everything. From your bag of chips to. I'm pretty sure they're still giving you gallons of milk. Every time I've gotten milk, though, I have been checking to make sure it is a gallon. So when you guys are out there shopping, getting your stuff, double check your quantities. Make sure you're actually getting what you're supposed to be getting or what you thought you were getting. Because they're switching it up, man. They're switching it up. Taking advantage. Because most people, they just run in there, buy what they normally buy, and then they're out. Always taking advantage of sons of bitches. I had a news alert pop up not too long ago on my phone about some kind of earthquake somewhere, but I haven't been able to find out where yet. I missed the alert. It popped up super quick. And I got an iPhone 11. I fucking hate it because of the button placement, and it's always it doesn't ring half the time. The mute button is in a dumb position. I don't know. I had an iPhone 8 before all that, and I've had this phone for a couple of years now. Because I was with Cricket for the longest time, and then for some reason the Cricket cellular service started to go downhill around here. The signal was not as great as it used to be. And I'm like, well, I found out we had a new AT&T tower down here. Where I live, the reception is spotty at best, guys, when it comes to that kind of thing. I do live in the heart of the, what they call BFE, Bumfuck Egypt. Found out about AT&T. I went to they got an AT&T shop at the little Walmart strip mall kind of joint we got in town. And got their service, and they were like, well, you can go ahead and get a new phone if you want. You pay for it on time. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. I thought I wanted or needed a new phone. Turns out I really didn't. And I've been stuck with it ever since. But I mean, isn't super terrible. I mean, I have a Mac. I'm kind of on the Mac OS, what they call the ecosystem. So it's a little beneficial. Like if I need to get a file or send a file from my phone to my Mac, it's pretty easy to do. Just airdrop it. But with the new update, the new iOS that they got, this frigging liquid glass bullshit, man, I really don't like it. It is so much like Windows Vista. It just eats your memory up. Like I'm sitting here now and I'm using like 63% of my memory, and I do not know why. Because I'm not really doing anything. Come on, give me the color I'm looking for here. There we go. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys to death today. It's not that I'm not into it. I like this stream. I run out of shit to say. I don't know how Bancroft does it. Then again, Bancroft chat usually goes off like crazy. He's always got people to talk to. Of course, he's more popular than I am. For now, that's okay. My day's coming. Soon everybody everywhere will know of the Don and his mighty, mighty comic book powers. Hopefully. See, the way I drew this was on the planet. I basically did what you think I did. Looked at the picture and drew from it. That's really nothing big about it. Now, in the past, I would try to cut corners, do little shortcuts and shit like that, and I would photo bash it. Photo bashing is a process wherein you take a digital photograph and you just overlay it onto your existing artwork, and then you try to manipulate it in such a way where it looks like it's part of the art, or at least try to. And I used to be okay with that, but it was pretty tacky looking, and all the stuff that's come out with the Rippaverse and seeing how they do it, it's just like it's insincere. It's almost like an insult to the medium and my own work. I mean, if I'm going to do this, put my name on something, it has to be all me. I have to be the one to have done it. I can't just bullshit it, especially if I'm asking people for money and I'm asking people to trust me that I'm going to give them the best thing that I can give them. I don't want to half-ass it, man. I don't want to just bullshit my way through it. God, so many people do that. They just take advantage. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to take advantage. So, everything I do on these comics that I do for you guys, it's from the heart. It's for realsies. It's not bullshit. It is 100. Come on, give me the eyedropper. You just want to be a prick, don't you? Look, eyedropper. Okay, eyedropper. Not the hand. Look, what are you doing? Eyedropper. That's another thing about this update. Look at this. Now, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, now you give me the eyedropper, bastard. Free Mac, man. I used to have no trouble with Mac. Now it's almost all I have. I've been given serious thought. Well, I was going to go back to my Windows PC. I got a super old Dell. Inspiron. No, not an Inspiron. Is it an Inspiron? What the fuck is it? A Dell. Not an Inspiron. Whatever. I bought it in 2012 for crying out loud. That's how old it is. Super old. Still runs though. And I was just going to take everything and hook it up to the Dell. But it's super moody, man. I put Windows 11 in it, which might have been a mistake because it wasn't really supposed to get it. But I used a workaround. Because, at the time I was like, you're not going to tell me what I can and can't do with my computer. I paid good money for this thing. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to put in Windows 11. And that could have fucked it up a little bit. I mean, it runs. It does everything it's supposed to do, but it didn't want to do what I wanted it to do. With the Cintiq that I'm drawing on, it wouldn't recognize it. It wouldn't put in the Wacom software, Wacom software. I say Wacom. You say Wacom, it sounds odd. Like, you shouldn't be calling it Wacom. Like it's a game like Whack-A-Mole. Weird. But anyway, yeah, so, and I didn't have the right cable for something. And I looked at my big box of cables. I'm like, you're shitting me. I don't have the cable for this? That's crazy. I always have the cables. But I went through a cable purge like a year or two ago. I was like, well, F it. I guess I just won't do it. Because I was getting pretty tired of all the bullshit with the Mac. There we go. The weird shit that Mac OS is doing these days, it's just super fucking annoying. Remember the old fan on a Mac, it would just work. Well, not anymore. Now everything's on a wing and a prayer. I know the color placement is not exactly right, but you get the idea. See, I'm going to stream for about an hour or so. I got a lot of shit to do. I'm cooking a roast, guys. Cooking a roast. First time ever. And Mom told me I needed to get some petite tomatoes, a can of petite tomatoes. Don't have the petite tomatoes, so I have to go get them. But I gotta take the trash up to the dump today and a bunch of other bullshit. I fucking hate going to the dump. Because the only thing I got to haul trash in is my car. And while it is not the greatest car in the world, it's still the car. And I had a bad experience hauling trash. A couple of years ago, I had bought her some crabs from this little store we used to go to. They don't sell the crabs anymore. But she loves steamed crabs. And I had got her the crabs, and I don't quite remember what happened, but the bag, when I put it in the back of the car, you know how they got the little thing over top of where the spare tire goes? It's like a big slab of carpeted something or other. And it must have been some juicers or something involved. And by the time I got up there and got it out, that's when I realized that, oh, look, there was a little leak here. And, oh, God, it stunk, dude, forever. It took forever to get the smell out of that stuff. I had to rip the carpet up. I had to take it up to the pressure washing place. The car wash, the manual car wash. And I had to spray that bitch like at least 5 or 6 times, man. It was a mess. So ever since then, I really am not the biggest fan with taking trash. I had to be super careful. Probably should have been super careful to begin with. Just revealing all my shortcomings today. It's all good. We all make mistakes. I started watching Third Rock from the Sun last night. I got the whole series now. Never got a chance to watch it because when it came out, uh, I was either not watching TV at the time, or we couldn't get the channel, or I think I might have been living in Pennsylvania at the time, doing a bunch of other shit. I don't know. That's interesting color. Let's do that. This time, let's use the Copic marker tool. Kind of like a blendy kind of thing. Yeah, a little darker, I guess. Oh, look, Don's doing a live stream. Let's see what Don's doing. Oh, look, Don's painting a planet. Big fucking whoop. Something cool was going to happen. Well, maybe. You never know. You never know. Let me see. I guess I could put some of this down here. Listen to my cat Max bang around on the floor behind me. Mom found an old pillow and gave it to him. And oh man, he loves that friggin' pillow. Beats the hell out of it. Throws his body weight into it. Rolls around with it. He just loves to beat it up. Which, good for him. It's not my hand, so. Max is an odd one, man. He wants attention, he'll let you know. If he wants to play, which is a lot. He's still a very young cat. He's not even 2 years old yet. He'll get up here and he'll give me this look. Stare at me with his big cat eyes. And I'm like, what do you want, buddy? What do you want? I pat him on the head. And he'll let me do that a few times. And then if he really wants some attention, he really wants to play, he'll grab my hand like a friggin' wrestler trying to put me in a suplex and bite down. He used to bite really hard, but he doesn't really do it that hard anymore. And he lets me know. Like, I thought he was being kind of a bitch, but I did some research. It's just, that's how the cat communicates. That's the language they know. I'm like, oh, okay. You want to play? Maybe don't bite so hard, you little butthead. Now that, I don't know. Does that look good? That looks okay, but I'm going to have to do some color holds on these lines because it looks a little. So let me see here. Let's try gray. Well, let's use the color hold we got now. See how that looks. Let's kind of lighten it up a little bit. Color holding is also very easy to do. Oop, that's too much. What you do is you come over here. All right, let me undo it. This right here, if you guys can see this that I'm circling, that's my line art layer, okay? So there's a little tool up here. I don't know what it's called. It's called Lock Transparent, okay? You go to your line art layer, you go up to Lock Transparent, and you click it. And what that does is allows you to color the line art. And I like to use the Fill Lasso tool to do that. And it's really nifty. It saves a lot of time if you do your line art right, which I kind of try to do. sometimes I F up and save things on the wrong layer. And then I got to go back and redo everything. Like this one, for example, I forgot about the panel lines when I merged everything together, and I F'd that up. But that's okay because I can put the panel lines back in later. They're just panel borders. Now see, that already making a hell of a difference right here. It doesn't look so jarring against, with the colors and the blackness of space. So that's cool. I don't have to worry about putting an atmosphere on it because it's Pluto. So maybe just a scotch darker, maybe. Yeah, just a little bit darker. And because I know now that I'm just going to redo the panel line, so I'll just go ahead and do it like this. Down with your fill lasso, come back around, and bam! Look at that. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Now this right here bothers me. Where did that come from? Oh, from that layer. Okay, well that's easy. Take your transparency fill right here. Okay. Same thing with the fill lasso. Go over there and boom, look at that, gone. Yes, coloring with transparency is fun. Alright. That's looking pretty good, yeah. So we don't need the subview anymore. So we can bring it over here and we can exit out. Okay. So now we got, make sure that 65 million years ago something is coming, not by chance or happenstance. Then it goes by Pluto and there's a moon here. And then it's coming to Earth and this is Earth's moon. So, yeah. I didn't know coloring the planets was going to be this much of a pain in the ass, but it's going to look good when I get done with it, man. I might have to add some nebula up there in that space scene. That's what I'm thinking about. Saboteur Comics in the chat. What's up, my friend? Yeah, dude. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I think it's the EX version. I'm not entirely sure. Let me double check real quick. Version information. It is, Clip Studio EX version 4. Yep, that's the one. And I'm doing this at 360 DPI. It's pretty much the resolution I always work at. Unless it's a super detailed line art drawing, and then I usually go and roll with 600 DPI, but that will eat up your memory like crazy. I have 16 gigs of memory in my M1 Mac, and it pushes it really hard. Even now, I'm pushing. Well, that's just because of the operating system. Yeah, you should try it. It's a Clip Studio is great. You can either buy it outright for about $50. Now, I'm not too sure if they do the updates or not when you buy it outright. But if you get the subscription plan, which I have, it's like $8.99 a month, which is super cheap. But you get all the updates and it's unlimited. So, I mean, yeah, it's not that expensive. It's better than Photoshop anyway. Photoshop is just fucking ridiculous. All right, now where's my... Go ahead and color some of these balloons as I go down because I've decided that's the wording. Okay. Where's that at then? Oh, I see what I did there. Okay. All right, turn off the text. Like I said, guys, I am horrible when it comes to labeling my stuff. I'm a mess. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm not the greatest. All right, so selection from layer. Boom. Kill that. Do a new layer. Do the fill. All right, look at that. Goddamn work of art. All right. Do I want that one? Shit, I don't remember how I did the other one. All right, hang on. Let me save this. It's something else I do a lot too. I forget what I do. Yeah, I'm terrible. I got a lot on my mind, guys. I got so much on my mind these days. I'm lucky if I remember who I am day to day. Okay, so go to. Yes, I moved it out of the viewfinder so you guys can't see everything I'm doing. Got to leave some surprises for the book when it does come out. And I got all these files right here where you can see them. Well, where I can see them. And I don't want to. I will go ahead and open this one up and clip because it's got the colors that I need to reference. So, okay. Yeah. So let me make sure I got the right. Boom. Okay. Go over to this one. And it's already put it there. Yeah, I was already a shade off. There you go. Look at that. All right. Now, how did I do it over here? And it was a darker line. So let me get that color. Come over here. Let's do the outline or stroke tools, they call it. Put that there. I go up to about 10. There we go. It's beautiful. All right. Now, take the text. And as you can see, it's all black. What I like to do is selection from around the layer. Boom. Turn that layer off. Get a new layer. Go to white. Boom. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Boom. Now you got white text. Okay? And turn off your selection. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I put a stroke around that one too, and it's the same color as I did that's around the caption block. So I'll go up to stroke. Boom. Paint it. Go up to 5. And that's that. And I got to rasterize this one because I put an additional. I said rasterize. What are you doing? There we go. I put an additional black stroke around it, and then I did the like a drop shadow kind of thing. So I got to do that. So go up here, stroke, bam, 5. Now you got to rasterize it again, okay? And even though you can't see it, you will see it on other stuff. So got to do it. Got to be consistent. So we got selection from layer, create selection, go under that layer, make a new layer, and then fill. Turn your selection off. Grab your marquee tool, and then kind of bring it down right about there. And that does it on all of them. All of them at once. It's a great time saver. Make sure everything's lined up. And I just kind of eyeball this part. Boom. And now you have lettering consistency. Yes. It's a good thing. And then, save it. Another good thing about Clip Studio is you can set it up in the preferences to auto-save at whatever time length you want. And I usually have mine set to, it's either 10 or 15 minutes. So every 10 or 15 minutes, it will auto-save in the background. And that's great for if you have a power surge or you F something up or anything like that. You can always go back and recover it. It's pretty cool. It's saved my ass more than once. But I have learned in the event of a thunderstorm, don't work on your important stuff. If it's going to do any kind of lightning, thunder, anything like that, I don't F with it, man. I just go and work on something on a tablet or something else. Don't want to take the chance, man. Don't want to take the chance. All right, so what moon am I going to do? I don't want to do like gray. Jupiter has like an orangey looking moon. you know what? Let me open up Firefox, because if I open up anything on this, it's going to F it up. All right, so let's go to, I don't want to make you my default browser. Quit asking. All right, let's go to moons of Jupiter. Ooh, pretty. We got Europa, Io, Ganymede, Callisto. This must be a new one. Amathea. All right, now. Oh, wow. How many moons this friggin' planet got? When I was in school, they had like 12. All right. I'm thinking, because when I do Earth's moon and the next panel down, that's going to be gray. Don't want to do gray again. This might be interesting. Kind of want to do Io, though, in Europa. Europa does look gray. Let's check it out. Oh, shit. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Okay. I see you, Europa. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. That's a good little transact. We got contrast. Some brown, some yellow, some white, some gray, a little bit of purple. Okay, yeah. Let's save that. In the downloads folder. And shut that down. Open our sub toolback, sub view. Oh, that's right. It's on Firefox. Open our sub view back up. And drop this guy back over here. Okay. Dump his ass. Up a little bit there. And go back over to downloads. That's Pluto. Where'd it go? Europa. Bam. And now do that. And now I got colors. I can get. Alright, so it looks like the main color is like that yellow brown mess. So let's kind of get that there. Yeah. Okay. Now, it's going to be easier to do it this way. Okay. Go down to this layer. And doing the fill lasso, brother. Follow your lines. And I can be a little loose here because I can clean that up later. Okay. Yeah, digging it. Can I do that like that? No, I can't. I must not have done that straight. Okay, not a problem. Get rid of that. Come down here. Get rid of that. 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 Boom. Come back around there. Now I'm going to have to, there's light coming this way, so a lot of that's going to get some highlights. Let me see here. Touch up a little bit of the stuff that I forgot about. And let's throw a little bit of these. Make another layer. I'm not going to do opacity just yet. I want to try something first. Kind of hand draw these lines on here. I don't know how good that's going to look, but we'll see. I'll see. See if I don't F it up. Just got to experiment a little bit. Who knows? It might work, it might not. Alright, now let me Do a little bit of a thicker one here. Down like this. It's probably not how this is supposed to look, but I'm just experimenting. I want to see what happens. Alright, normal. Let's go to overlay. Ugh, that looks like crap. Darken? No. Multiply. No. Let's just not do that at all. That looks like shit. Okay. So, actually, in reality, these are like probably hundreds of miles wide. So what I could do, is make another layer and just kind of bullshit my way around it. Like, oh look, I'm going over here like this. Just trying to break it apart a little bit. That's a lot of that yellow color. And see if that'll work. Damn, I don't know. Hey, Caleb Reynolds, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for popping in. I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe if I try to use my Gauss Cloud tool with a transparency for a color and just kind of do it like this, maybe. So those lines aren't so harsh. Yeah, that kind of works a little bit, but the color's too rich. Bring that back a little bit. You know what? No, it just looks like shadow. Ah, shit. All right, well, it's not going to work. Whatever. Moving on. Let's go ahead and throw some shadow and some light on that puppy, so I don't need that anymore. Thanks for playing. Back down that way. And let's... Boom. And go up. Make another layer. Normal. So our path, because it's space, shadows are a little bit more extreme. Extreme! I don't know. That might not look too good. We'll see. We'll run with it for a little bit. It might be too dark. That is too dark. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's kind of throw it back to about 50. Maybe 50. See if that makes a difference. I'm going to have to fuck with this one for quite a while. I can see that now. It looks a little dry now, but when I put the highlights on it and give it a little bit of a cinematic feel, it'll help. Right now, I'm just kind of filling in some blocks of color. Damn it, that might still be too dark. I don't know. Let me do a little bit more, and then I'll throw some highlight on it and see what that looks like. Let me swing that there. Damn it, you fucking MacDoc. What's up, Immortal Rising? How you doing? In the chat? Good to see you. All right. Take a quick sip of my beverage here. Wow. Been streaming for almost an hour. Woo. All right. Let's see here. Now let's go up. Make a new layer. Add glow. All right. Now, the light from the sun is yellow. And coming in from that distance, it's going to be a very dim yellow. So let's make it that color. Let's get the Copic marker tool. And let's just very lightly throw some of that on. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. Might take a little while to get it right, but yeah. Light is extreme, more extreme. Shadow and light. Okay, yeah, I can dig that. And maybe fade it out a little bit with the blur tool. Drop my blur down to about 8. Yeah, there you go. That works. Still a little concerned about the shadow though. Maybe drop that down to about 30. Yeah, that's a little better. And do that trick right here. It's a little bit of a spotty blend in kind of thing, maybe. Yeah, I can see it. All right, cool. That's going to work, looks like. Yeah. So let's do a little bit more. Bring it up. Zoom. Do a little bit more over here. I might have gone crazy with the cross action. Originally, I was just going to do the dot thing, but it looked weird when I did it. Damn, Don, stay in the lines, bro. Supposed to be a professional. No, I'm not really a professional. I just play one on TV. Over here. Yeah, I'm not doing a real long stream today. I figured I'd go for another couple minutes, and I got to run up to the store and do a bunch of stuff today. But I did want to go ahead and get this started. I said I was going to do it. And damn it, I gotta be a man of my word. A man of my word. I guess I'll go to like right about here with the shadows and stuff for right now. Just kind of get it going. I should be able to get this page and maybe another one done today with the coloring. I was able to get 2.5 pages done the other day. The thing about pages is it all depends on the intensity of the actual page. It's real fun to tell people I can do 2 pages a day. Yeah, if it's surrounded with nothing but space, that's great. There's nothing to do, nothing to draw, go for it. Buy your ass off. It's like some of these indie guys that go out there with their comics to the cons. They're like, we got completely sold out in an hour. What they never tell you is they only had like 15 books. That's not that impressive. Well, I mean, not really. I mean, I sold all 15 of my books. That's what they should say. Oh, wow. That was loud. Oh, yeah. Little reminder. So this is the first day, officially, of the friggin' daylight savings time bullshit, which I am not the biggest fan of. I hate it. It getting dark late. I mean, early. I cannot stand this 5 o'clock pitch black bullshit. I was hoping Congress and the president would do away with this. But they can't even get the government up and running. So really, I've kind of lost faith in everybody. I don't understand why Trump just can't override these assholes and just get the government going back. I don't understand what the fucking holdup is. We were supposed to have a majority in the Congress. Why is this even a thing? Why are these fucking Democrats and some Republicans fucking up the program? It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I get it. They get paid no matter what. They don't give a shit. And what do they care? I'm just glad my veterans benefits didn't get fucked up. But yet, my fellow brothers and sisters in arms are out there fighting and not getting paid for it. They'll get their back pay though. Don't worry. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah. Maybe next time I get on the stream, turn that motherfucker off. That is loud. So sorry about that, guys. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Just want to say thank you to everybody watching right now. If you're digging it, like and subscribe. It's always helpful. It's free. I just want to give a shout out to some of my fellow bigwigs. Marcus Kellegrew, James D. Lee, Omer Glitch, Duck Bacon, John Epple, Tank Ferret, and of course our main man, Hal Deer, the best moderator in the business. You get a chance, check out the studio. It's also on the channel. Got a playlist of pretty sure all the old episodes. Check them out. See what's going on, how we roll on Saturday at 7 Eastern. Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends about me. You don't have to make up anything. I am pretty awesome. Even if it is just in my own head. But still. Tell them, say, you know what? Stop by Don's channel. YouTube.com/@DonDrawStuff. And see what the old boy's up to. He's making a comic, man, with his own two hands. With a little bit of help from the computer. It's not AI. He didn't level up that way. He's writing it. He's drawing it. He's manufacturing a work of mastery. Yeah. All right. We're going to do this crater here. Okay, and then we're going to throw a little bit more highlights. And then we're going to shut this puppy down. Because I've got some stuff I got to do. Alright. Let's go back to the Copic tool. Bring it down a little bit. You got to be light. The thing that I like about the Copic marker tool in Clip Studio is it's pressure sensitive. So you can manipulate it a little bit better with how you want the thing to look. And I pretty much use this for my light source all the time. I don't remember where I got the tool from. It could have been from DeviantArt. I picked up a lot of tools from there back in the day. Also, another good thing about Clip Studio is you can import now Photoshop brushes and use them in Clip Studio with pretty much no problem. So, they're not paying me, but I do highly recommend this program. It is tailor-made for comic artists. And you can do photo editing in here too. I mean, it's not bad. There is some 3D modeling stuff in here that I don't use, but I know it's there. I've tried my hand at it just to dick around with like mannequins and doing stuff like that, but I'm just not a big fan of that. It's not how I roll. And later on, uh, I'll go back and I'll have to add some texturing to all this stuff. And you got to be subtle about it, you know. The thing about coloring in comics, anything about comics, it takes time. It takes experience. It takes a long time to build your skill sets up. None of us are perfect. Not even the pros. We're always leveling up. We're always getting better. Always learning new things. And, you know, I see the same thing all the time. People asking, how can I do that like you do that? Number one, never want to do something like I do it. You should want to do it on your with your own way, you know. Build up your own style. Number two, just do it. You can watch all the tutorials, read all the books, all that bullshit. All you got to do is just pick up your pencil, pen, stylus, whatever tool you want to use. Bloody stump of the thumb, it doesn't matter. And tap into that passion. Tap into that wanting to draw. I don't believe that art can be taught, but it has to be experienced. It has to be, you have to want to do it. You know, you have to want to do it. It's the only way. The only way. It's not a it's not a teachable thing. I mean, you can learn basics, you know, that kind of shit. How to do this, how to do that. You know what I'm saying? But the drive to do it, that's it comes from within. You have to want to do this. And the only way you're going to get there to any kind of level is just to do it. You're going to do a lot of shit when you first start. It's going to suck and you're going to hate it. That's just the way it is. As with anything, hey, what's up there, Peter? How you doing, buddy? As with anything, you're going to suck when you first start off unless you're some kind of friggin' genius. Yeah. I mean, hell, man, the first time you popped your nut, you sucked at it. You have to keep doing it to get better at it. Now, these are just my opinions. And I'm not always right. I try, but I'm not always right. I think when it comes to art, there is no right or wrong. Not really. And I'm sure there will be people that disagree with me about that too. Like, oh, well, you know, if you're drawing a human form, the anatomy can be wrong. Well, yes, it can. Or it can be completely right and wrong at the same time. It's all in the eye of the beholder, and it's all in the intention of the artist. You know, it is art. It is subjective. What was he or she really trying to convey at the moment that the pencil went down on the paper? Look at cartoons. All right, that's art. Is the anatomy perfect? Hell no. Anyway, that's enough waxing philosophical about friggin' art for one day. Let me throw a little bit of texture on this to see if it's going to work. Just a little bit. Oh, don't do that, dummy. Oh, what did I do? Oh, there I go. Okay. I had to click the undo button and I hit the wrong goddamn thing. Alright, just do some transparency up in here a little bit here. With the Gauss Cloud tool. Alright, put it back. Bring it back a little bit here. Ah, yeah, that's working. That's working. Fuck yeah. That works really good. All right. Save. Chat, it's been great having you. I've been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. I only wanted to do a hour long one, hour and change. Like I said, I got stuff to do. I appreciate everybody stopping in, checking me out. Like, subscribe, pass the word along. I'm going to try to do this at least 3 times a week. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Might do another one tomorrow. I don't know. Just kind of keep an eye on. That's why you need to subscribe so you can get notifications. And you'll know when I do these crazy things. And as with anything, solo streaming sucks, but I'll probably get better at it the longer I do it. I might even be as good as Omer Glitch one day. You never know. So, once again, guys, thanks a lot. And just have a good day, Always be creating, always be positive in the sea, in the storm that is everyday life. Have a happy Monday. See you guys the next time. Bye-bye.